Hello, gorgeous ladies. Welcome to our live Q&A Wednesday. If you are seeing this anywhere other than our Facebook group, make sure you go to the Facebook group Macro Tracking and Weightlifting for Women. We'd love to have you. Lots of free resources, education, support, lots of stuff. Great. So I'm going to wait for you ladies to jump on really quick while I pin this video to the top of our group so it's easy for ladies to find. Go ahead and please post your questions. I'm going to go through the chat here. We have some questions, but please comment because I'll prioritize your questions as well. And then if we don't have any in the chat, I'll go through the chat. We don't have a ton today in the chat. There's like two different chat things I'm talking about. But anyway, we don't have a ton in the actual Facebook chat. And so make sure you just post them. If you guys don't have that many questions or you just want to talk about a topic, just let me know too. I love to educate, so I am always here for it. Okay, great. Great, ladies. Please say hello as you're coming on. Good morning. It's great to have you. All right, so let's go through here. So Catherine says, how do I know if I need to reverse diet? That is such a good question. There are different reasons you would reverse diet. The first reason is you've been chronically dieting your whole life and you're just like, my metabolism is shot. I need to learn how to be able to eat more food and not gain weight. So that is definitely one reason. That's a big reason that many women need it. The other reason that women would, well, actually two other main reasons women would need a reverse diet. The first one is she's gotten to a weight that she feels really healthy at, really loving her body, and just wants to either maintain or keep growing muscle mass. Then we reverse diet her macros to basically bring her to maintenance, to teach her body how to maintain where she's at, right? Thank you, Maria, for tagging. I appreciate it, girlfriend. So basically hitting your goal and teaching your body how to maintain it and create a new set point is a beautiful reason of why we reverse diet. That's my favorite place to reverse diet because that means she's accomplished her goal and feels amazing, right? The third reason we would reverse diet is in the middle, or depending on how much weight she has to lose, we may need to do it a couple times. But basically, if you've been in a deficit for over a year, just an extended period of time, or some women for 6 months, right? If you get to a point where you're like, man, I'm feeling tired, or I'm not pushing in my lifts as hard, I'm feeling a little cranky, you typically may just need to get out of a deficit for, let's say, a 3 to 4 month period, get near maintenance. Even though you still have weight and fat to lose, it's okay to go up to maintenance, stay there for about 4 months, go back into a reverse diet. That's going to help bring a lot of health to your metabolism as well and give you a mental break from dieting. Okay, I hope that makes sense, ladies. So the three main reasons let me just quickly recap. I know a lot of y'all just jumped on. So three main reasons why we would reverse diet. One, you've been chronically dieting and you need to bring health back to your metabolism. Two, you've hit a really healthy weight and now you want to, most women want to still gain muscle mass, but they also want to just maintain their weight. They're loving their body. They just want to keep growing muscle, keep getting more tone. The third reason is a diet break. A diet break doesn't necessarily have to be a full reverse to maintenance. A diet break can also be 1 to 2 weeks at maintenance calories, or 250 calories higher, pop back down. So it kind of depends where you're at in your journey. Okay, Catherine, does that make sense? Do you feel like your question was answered, or do you need more clarity, love? I'm happy to talk through it. Ladies, if you want a more detailed walkthrough of reverse dieting, what type of results you should be experiencing in each phase, like a cut, maintenance, a surplus, or reverse diet, what you should expect in those, where should you be, please comment phase change video, and that is a great resource that I have that we'll send you. It really walks through that. Let me just take a note for my team on that video. So give me just a second. I like to just keep track of all the resources that I want to send you ladies. Okay, so phase change video, PHASE change video. It will walk you through cutting, maintenance, reverse dieting, all the things. Oh, and Bumble. Hey guys, I'm online dating. No shame, right? We got to do it. That's hilarious. Okay. So Julie, so how many times a week should I lift weights? I'm looking to lose fat and weight, right? You can lose fat and not lose weight, which is really cool. That's called the best body recomposition in terms of like quality fat loss. I feel like maybe I need to pull back because I'm like, oh, that's a whole tangent I could just go through. So anyway, she wants to lose fat and weight and gain muscle. Is 4 times a week sufficient? She works 2 to 3 12-hour shifts. Yep. Once she hits her macros properly, when should I start seeing change? A lot of good questions here. This is great. Ladies, I see these questions too just coming in. After I answer this one from the Facebook message, I'll pull them from the comments. And again, I'll keep prioritizing you who are here live. So keep posting questions and I'll come comment. Okay, so how many times a week should I lift weights? For what, right? So you always want to ask yourself, for what? For her, she wants to lose fat and gain muscle. 4 times a week is great. 5 times a week is even better, right? I wouldn't go above 5. You really don't need it, and you need recovery even more because there is a law of diminishing returns. Your muscle gain is a U-shaped curve or upside down U-shaped curve, right? So if you have too much volume, you're training way too much, you're going to be damaging your muscles at a faster rate than you're allowing them to rebuild, which means even though you're training a ton, you're actually losing muscle, which is like how uncool, right? That is not fair at all. But it's that law of diminishing returns. So you want to have just that nice midpoint of my muscles are getting recovered and I'm training my muscles. So 4 times a week is great. You can definitely see great results, body shaping and physique changing for 4 days a week. Real quick, I want to explain, like, what do I mean by body shaping, right? We love to body shape. This is one thing that is actually one of our specialties is body shaping. It's like bodybuilding, right? So fitness competitors, they have a shape, right? They have beautiful shoulders. They have a lean waist. They have toned legs, lifted glutes. To me, that is body shaping. It's not just like group fitness or exercise, or we're just like working out to work out. It's like, that's cool. Body shaping is better in my mind because you feel more confident in your skin, right? People can be shredded and not like how their clothes fit. Okay. So yeah, 4 times a week is great. And then she says, once I hit my macros properly, when should I start seeing results? Week 1, end of week 1. For our gals, if they're putting in the work, they're hitting their macros, they see progress almost every single week. I used to say every single week, but some women, it's like, they didn't sleep very well for 4 nights. They got a cold. They did this. So even though they hit their macros spot on, everything may have stayed the same, but it's because their body's trying to recover, right? But naturally, fat loss wise, like more healthy habits, like going to the next level in your results day after day after week, you should be seeing really consistent results. If you're not seeing consistent results, something needs to change. More than likely it's habits, but of course it's also macros and lifting, right? Naturally. Okay, great. Yeah, so this gal says, worried about gaining weight on a reverse diet. How do I reverse diet without gaining weight? If you're reverse dieting properly, yeah, you would not gain weight, right? So, well, reversing to maintenance, right? So if you're reversing to maintenance, you won't gain weight. You'll still actually lose a little bit of weight in maintenance, but you'll be losing fat in maintenance and still growing muscle. You will gain weight in reverse to a surplus, but it should only be 1 pound per month, right? So I do about a 10% surplus for those, like, they want to gain weight, they want to gain a ton of muscle mass, but they don't want to gain excess fat. So we have them gain 1 pound per month in the surplus. So more fuel for muscle building, but not enough fuel to gain excess fat, right? You'll gain a little fat, you'll feel a little fluffy. But basically, so the reverse diet from the cut to maintenance to not gain any excess fat, you take it nice and slow. The range, typically, this is my philosophy. Many trainers will have other philosophies, but what I've seen work, I've trained over 500 women, ladies. Like we see so many trends, right, with that much volume of clients. It's been like 13 years. There's been so much volume, right, of clients over the years. And so I believe there are some outliers, but not many, increasing from 100 to 150 calories every 3 to 5 weeks is a really slow and safe rate for a reverse diet. So for example, if you're eating a great amount of protein, right? So let's say you're eating like 1.8 grams of protein per kilogram body weight, not pound, kilogram, 1.8 grams of protein per kilogram body weight. So I weigh 143. I eat about 120 grams of protein and I eat about 255 grams of carbohydrate. Okay. And I think I'm at like 62 maybe for fat. So anyway, if you're eating a great level of protein, I don't need to bring my protein higher. It's not really going to do my body much justice, right? So I'm going to increase my carbs for sure because I want to build muscle mass. So I want to eat as many carbs as humanly possible. I also, because I have so many calories, I also, or actually, let me back up a little bit because you'd be on your way to more calories. It's your choice. So if your protein is a good level, keep your protein the same. It's your choice whether or how much of carb and fat you want to increase. Like I just said, you definitely want a ton of carbohydrate for the fuel to build loads of muscle mass. That being said, lifestyle-wise, it is nice to have higher fat sometimes, right? Perfect bars, right? They're so good. They're higher fat. Going out to eat is higher fat. Charcuterie boards, right, is higher fat. So sometimes, especially as you're doing it as a lifestyle, obviously not competition, we don't train for that. Higher fat is okay. Maybe like 0.85 grams of fat per kilogram body weight. So basically when deciding, okay, I need to increase my macros, what should I increase by? Check what your multipliers are. Like, what's your fat multiplier? Is it a 0.75 grams of fat per kilogram body weight, or do you not know? If you don't know, just maybe do a little bit of both to equal 100 to 150 calories. If you have additional questions on that, let me know. The phase change video, so if you are just hopping on, you can comment phase change video, PHASE. It goes in detail again about this of just how much to change, when to change, what should you be seeing, like results wise when you change. So it's a really detailed video. Cool. I hope that helps. Let me know if you have additional questions. Okay, great, ladies. I'm going to go back to the chat. Beautiful. Keep commenting your questions. I'll answer them. Okay. Great. So the next one, so Michelle. So basically her question was, I'm so busy. I have hardly any time to train. She sounds like I'm just feeling swamped. Like, what the heck do I do, right? So her workouts are taking an hour to an hour and a half. So I don't think it's necessary. 60 minutes is plenty. She's like, is there a miracle workout you could do? Nope, there's no magic pill. It's just doing the right thing, right? Eating healthy, getting exercise, getting daily steps, but you can do it in 30 minutes. Okay, so basically she's not sleeping very much because she has to drive her teenagers home at 10:30 at night, and then she's trying to get up at 5 in the morning for her workout, which is actually not a healthy habit because then you're not getting enough sleep, right? So great job, like truly great job for doing your best and getting in your lift and doing that. However, by not getting enough sleep, that's going to cause other problems down the road. So my question would be, while your children are at work, you have this whole evening time on most days. Let's see, did you put your work days? I don't think you put what time you get home. But why don't you do your training session like at lunch break or when you get home? You could even do like a 45-minute session. We do have some clients that do 30-minute sessions. They do see great results. Is it slower than those who are training 4 or 5 days a week for an hour a day? Sure, right? It's more volume. But who cares if you're still on the right path, going in the right direction, but in a way that fits with you and your lifestyle, right? Now, one thing I want to share, ladies, because I think that so many underestimate the power of macros. You can achieve all the fat loss results that you want through nutrition alone, right? It's amazing through nutrition alone. It doesn't shape your body. It doesn't grow muscle mass, right? Just itself, because you have to have like load-bearing exercises, right? But you can totally achieve quality fat loss with nutrition alone. And then the lifting builds and shapes your body, makes you fit, strong, next level health, right? That type of thing. But don't feel like you can't make progress if you can't make time for the gym all the time, because you can't. You guys, I've lifted weights one time in the past 7 weeks because I had surgery. It's killing me. My body looks almost exactly the same. The only difference is I can see my arms, my glutes, they're like the muscle. I can see that it's not as plump. That will come back in like 2 lifting sessions, right? So really the power of lifestyle discipline and macros is just insane. It's amazing, you guys. It's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, so this gal says, agree with your macros comment. You have to know what you're putting in your body. Yeah, and it's not just about, oh, it fits my macros, we're good to go. It's like, heck no, let's put some high quality food in there, because otherwise, even if you hit your macros, you're still going to feel like crap, and your hormones still won't be regulated if you're putting in crappy food. If you're putting in healthy food and healthy choices, for the majority of choices, you're going to feel so much better energy wise. Your hormones are going to regulate better. Like it's all about the quality, ladies. Never a quick fix. Never a quick fix. Yeah, so for you, those would be my questions. And then just get consistent. I think that was all. Okay. I was going to say, ladies, we didn't have that many questions this time. So I'm going to answer this one. And then if you have more, let me know. But I'll keep doing this every Wednesday as well. You can ask anything you want, ladies. Anything you want. It doesn't even have to be just about lifting nutrition. Oh my gosh. Let's share this comment. Yes, yes, yes. Eat clean. Eat healthy foods. If it fits your macros is BS. I agree, because you can hit your macros with McDonald's only, and that's not healthy. Okay. So Mary Bell says, how do you know how many pounds of muscle you want? I've never had muscle, so I don't know how to gauge that. I love this question because I think this is so common, even with women who join our program. They get so fit, and then oftentimes I find that, maybe not often, maybe 65% of the time, I would say, it's almost like they say, I didn't really know I could get here. I think I need to reverse diet. And it's like, why do you want to reverse diet? We still have a little bit more we could go. And she's like, I don't know. And it's like, well, talk to me more. Like, what are you feeling right now? And oftentimes it's fear of success. They just never imagined they could get to where they are. So thinking past that is like, I don't know how to bring my brain to understand this, right? So that's also why it's good to have someone there being like, no, we're going to keep going. Let's keep going. But basically what I always tell them, and what I'll tell Mary Bell as well, is you just find the body you love. Just keep going. You'll find the body you love. There will be a day, if you keep going and if you're on the right path and doing the right thing, there will be a day where you say, I love what I look like. I feel so confident. I totally get this now. Like, this is making so much sense. It feels easy. Now it's just like doing it day after day after day. And as I say that, I mean lifestyle, not tracking for the rest of your life. You don't have to track for the rest of your life, right? We wean women off macros all the time. But first accomplish your goal. First accomplish a weight and a clothing size you feel healthy at, that you feel really good at. Then be like, okay, how do you feel in your body? It's like, oh, I love my body, but I want to keep building muscle. Cool. Let's just keep building muscle. And then let's say 5-6 months later, just be like, okay, let's do another self-assessment. How do I feel in my body? Do I want to keep going, or do I love it here? Do I want to maintain here? Now, so I hope that answers that, Mary Bell. I want to dig into this just a little bit more, because I got to a point where I had a lot of muscle. I did really enjoy my body. I didn't want any more muscle, because then I felt like I would start feeling bulky. Sorry, my bang has just been like bugging me during this whole video. So I was like, I just want to maintain my body. I don't want to keep growing. So I actually lifted like twice a week for probably a year. And that was plenty. I live a healthy and active lifestyle. I longboard with my son. He rides his bike. I longboard. I definitely bike ride. I go on lots of walks. I'm just simply an active person, but lifting weights to really maintain my fit body that I love, it really only took like 2 days a week. Right now I'm lifting like 2 to 3. I'm about to I want to get stronger at this point, because I'm post-surgery, so I haven't lifted in 7 weeks. But basically there's just so much control. And I think, ladies, really once you finally master your body and master really what you're wanting, it's just so easy to maintain it. The hard part is allowing the change and allowing it to unfold, because for some ladies, it takes 3 years. It takes a long time, right? It's never ending, but it's like you're wanting to do it in a 6-month program. It's like, that's great. You can see amazing results, but if you want to achieve this big thing for the rest of your life and maintain it for the rest of your life, it just takes a lot longer. Okay, great. All right. How do I become a client to get a personalized plan? I'll send you a message. Will you actually just click on my name really quick and send me a message, and we'll talk through it? Definitely. Love it. Yeah, we love to help ladies. We love it. I actually just hired another trainer, and I have an interview with another one. So we're going to be a team of 4, coming very soon. And I'm just excited to keep growing the team and just keep impacting you ladies and empowering, right? Impacting, empowering, influencing. What's the word I'm thinking? Inspiring. I'm like, what is that word? Not influence, inspiring. Because I remember what it was like to be on the other side, and it sucked. I remember feeling so uncomfortable in my clothes and my skin. I didn't want to go out with my friends because I was just so self-conscious the whole time. It was horrible. And as soon as I figured out how to do all this, I was like, I want every woman to know how to do this because this is life-changing. And that's been the mission ever since. So I'm really grateful that you guys are here. Thank you for giving me a space to teach and educate. Thank you for being interested in this information. It's beautiful. So thank you. Okay. So what do you think is a healthy weight fluctuation? Good question. I think it really, really varies between women. For me personally, it's like a 3 pound. I've heard some women do an 8 pound. I don't really think that's a healthy fluctuation. With all the hundreds of clients truly that I've seen and tracked metrics, I've never seen an 8 pound fluctuation if they were consistent, even at least like half the day on macros that I can think of. The maximum I feel like I've seen is maybe a 4 pound, just off the top of my head. So I would say less than 5. I haven't dug into like peer-reviewed research of what is scientifically considered a healthy weight fluctuation. So just know that. But just what I've seen, I would say like preferably a 1 to 3 pound, but 4 pound maybe. But typically, if you're not tracking your macros, there is a ton of fluctuation because of bloating, right? When you're on the right macros and when you're eating quality foods, all of that like rapid up and down of bloating just isn't there as much, maybe on your menstrual cycle week. Good question. You guys, I love these questions. Okay, I think that's all that I have in the chat. Let me remove this really quick, and then let me check in our event page to see if there's any questions there. And then ladies, go ahead and post any more if you have them or anything you want to share. What wins, ladies, have you, yeah, none in there, so that's great. Ladies, what wins have you had lately? Anything that you'd like to share? It could be a PR in the gym, a personal record. It could be like, I didn't eat that second slice of cake last night, which is a huge win, right? It could be like water. I mean, anything you want to share, we'd love to celebrate you. I'll give you a few moments to share. While I'm waiting for your wins to come in, please share. I will share a couple other resources. If anybody is struggling to meet their macros, like at the end of the day, they have so much food left over. They're like, gosh, how do people do this? Type in the comments pre-planning video. I have a video that walks through how to avoid that. It's really just like straight into the point, and it'll walk you through just how to kind of navigate tracking your macros throughout the day. I have a video about how to take your measurements if you want to track progress. This scale fluctuates so much, so I would not do that. I would definitely track measurements, so much more accurate. Photos, how you fit in your clothes. So yeah, measurement tracking video if you'd like to see that. Oh my gosh, we have so many. We have, yeah, got your pre-planning video. We have a beginner's video. So if you're like brand new and you're like, what's going on? What are you even talking about? You can type like beginner's video and we'll help you out. Great, ladies. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and jump off. Please keep, sharing your stuff, sending your questions, share your wins. Heck yeah. Pierre, 350 pounds on a sled pole. That's amazing. My gosh, that's a lot. Good job. That's amazing. But yeah, keep sharing and love it. Okay, good. Seeing some stuff going in. I started to do macros again for about a week. I'm struggling with staying within my macros. Yeah, I weigh 150 pounds. Yeah, 42 fat, 128 carb, 95 protein. What's that multiplier? Let me check really quick. So let's see, 95 times 4 plus, here, why don't I share my screen so y'all can see what I'm doing? Plus 128 times 4 plus 42 times 9. So your calories are 1270. Love, can you tell me what your name is? And then what's your activity? Because that's extremely low calories. And so let's see, 95. So you're 150 pounds divided by 2.2. So that's your kilos. So to get 95, I bet you're at a 1.3. Oh. You're at a 1.4 multiplier. Yeah, I would probably bring you up to a 1.8. Oops. 150 divided by 2.2 times 1.8. So I would maybe do 123 grams of protein. Yeah. If you'd like, you can use our macro calculator because those are pretty low calories. Those are pretty low macros. So if you want to just get another baseline, my calculator, Queens of Iron, is specifically designed for women who lift weights. So if you don't lift weights, don't use it. But if you lift weights, definitely use it. Cool. Got you on beginner's video, measuring video. Love it. Love it, ladies. Love it all. Okay, cool. Go ahead, continue to bring in more questions, and I'll keep trying. I'm going to hop off for now. But again, ladies, thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a great day, and we'll send over those resources shortly. Oh, I'm going to share one more. Miss Carla, my win. I avoided eating leftovers of the grandkids' foods yesterday. Good job, Carla. Carla is one of our lovely clients. Good job. That is amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Cool. Okay, ladies, have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.